Welcome to Skyrim! This time is actually modded. Let's go ahead and start a new game here real quick. And as you can see, a new setup. This is the first playthrough I'm working on in over a year because my last computer died and everything. I'm actually glad I get to come back to doing playthroughs finally. It's going to be pretty awesome. The mods I used, I'm not going to have a list of it in the description, but most of it is actually graphics mods. There are very few game-changing mods actually being used. There is one big long quest line mod being used, but most of what I am using happens to be graphical. There's also audio mods being used, so there's going to be some pretty nice sounds running around. And up in the top right corner is Fraps. Even though this game does have a 60 frame cap on it, I still decided to put that there because the frame rate will drop down to around 30 in some areas because of the graphics mods I am using, even though I am using two GTX 980 graphics cards. And just for the start of this, because this intro is so long, I'm not really going to be adding this cutscene area up into a window in the corner of the screen. So it will actually be part of the screen. I want to make sure everyone understands by window in the top left corner of the screen. Whenever there's dialogue or buying, selling stuff, I will put that stuff up in the top left corner. So you can actually still see what's going on. I'm just going to cut it out or anything. And when that is up there, actual gameplay, such as combat and everything, will actually be in the main area. The big screen, which is what I'm calling it. The screen itself will be combat, actual gameplay. So hopefully that'll help prevent things from being really boring. And yes, I know I'm speaking over this. It does have subtitles, so I'm not too worried. Don't worry about me speaking over other parts of dialogue, though, because even though I will be speaking during that a little, just to avoid copyright stuff, even though I don't think Bethesda really cares much about Skyrim being recorded, because there's never really been a problem with it for me back when I first recorded Skyrim, back when the game released, and that playthrough I removed because it kind of sucked. But I forgot what I was saying. Go figure. Yeah, anyways, unlike a year ago, or over a year ago, actually, when I last recorded and I was getting a little stupid in my commentary, overacting, basically, kind of going a little weird with my commentary, I guess. I don't know how to explain that, really. I'm not going to be doing that this time. I'm going to be speaking calm, kind of like I am now, throughout every playthrough from this point on, including this one. And my ear itches, so let's go ahead and scratch that real quick. If anyone is curious about my new mic setup and everything, you can actually find that information in the description of the video. I am using an Electro Voice RE20 microphone as well as its shock mount. That's what this big thing is here. That way, if I accidentally bump the mic or the mic stand or my desk or something, it won't get picked up. Even though I think this mic actually does have an internal mic inside it, or an internal shock mount. I don't remember if it has an internal shock mount or not. But I want to make absolutely sure there's no issues with vibration, rumble, or anything. And let me check the audio of this if I can. Yeah. Quest Journal. Settings. I do have the graphics all the way up. Let's see. So you can see that here. All that's there. Of course, that doesn't really matter a whole lot. Okay, good. Let's turn that up and turn my headset down a little bit. If I can. Alright. So effects, footsteps, voice, music. Music, I'll leave where it is, actually. Footsteps, guess I'll leave that there. Alright. And let's exit that. Should be able to hear it a little bit better now. I'm not too worried that I didn't turn it up sooner, though, because I was speaking. I'll make sure this video is a bit longer, because this intro is a bit longer than I actually expected it to be. I guess it's been about 5 minutes almost. But, yeah. This intro spot's almost done, though. I'll actually have some gameplay soon. I know I've been speaking this entire time. That's just because covering all the base information that needs to be covered. So, finally, here we are. Yeah, you can see my frame rate is... Well, okay, there was a spike there. I guess it's... Oh, yeah, it was the autosave. Okay, duh.
It's been an honor, Jarl Ulfric.
This is only being played in 1080p, 1920 by 1080. Just because those graphics mods, I haven't tested them in 1440p or 4K, and I'm only using a 1080p monitor, and I did actually check a DSR, and it does actually make it a little bit blurry, so I'll just be using 1080p until the day comes where I actually happen to get a 1440p monitor. I'm not going to be using 4K for a long time, just because we're not really in an area for 4K yet. Who are you? I am going to, even though the original playthrough I did of this, I didn't realize I could actually adjust anything here. I'm actually going to be a dark elf because for some reason a dark elf has the voice you would expect a Nord to have. And I like that voice. I don't really care much for the way they look, but I want him to look nice and dark because it's a dark elf. Dark elf, I want to be dark. Oh, come on. Isn't there a darker black or something? Guess I'll use that one. Wait, I'll leave. Actually, wait. Wait, I'll make him a big son of a bitch. Presets, okay, that's all fine. Complexion, that's gonna be fine. Let's make him look all scruffy there. Dirt color, don't care. Scars, give him a scar somewhere. Make him look all neat with a scar. Gonna just rush through this here real quick. Well, I don't know which one to select. How about that one? The dirt color. Dirt color. I don't see any difference with any of these. Go figure. I don't know. I'll put that. Oh, maybe it's because... Okay, that's why I didn't select any dirt. I want dirt, because that can get his face darker. That's better. That looks more like a dark elf to me. That's cooler. War paint. There we go. Perfect. That's my dark elf. Face. That's fine. Eyes, fine. Brow, mouth, hair. Let's change the hair, maybe, right? Facial hair. Facial hair. Always gotta add facial hair. I got me a beard. My beard sucks, but I still like having it. Hair color, I'll just make it black because I want him to be dark elf. Yeah. Hair. Yeah, whatever. I'll just leave his hair that way. Done. Finish and name your character. Let's just name him... I don't know. Dark Sean. How about that? Oh, yeah. How about that instead, actually? There we go. So, character is now created. Awesome. I gotta try and remember. I gotta be careful not to speak too loud. I'm not sure it'll matter a whole lot, but my mic is a little bit sensitive with loud volume, I guess. I gotta try and keep calm and not yell, though. My last mic I was yelling in a lot, the AKG mic I was using before this, but I actually like this one a lot better. It sounds a whole hell of a lot better. And speaking of its quality, compared to any other audio I've ever had, if anyone has ever seen any of my previous videos, tell me how you like this. And even if you haven't seen those videos, tell me how you like the quality of this mic, the footage, the gameplay, anything. Let me know and comment below, or you can send me a message on Facebook, or even a message directly through YouTube. I don't really care which you use. It's up to you. I just really want some input on how everything is doing so far, and I'd really, really appreciate that. I think I stopped speaking right in time for that sound to happen. That was perfect.
Give them their last rites.
Okay.
As we commend your souls to Aetherius, blessings of the
I think I hear my dog snoring behind the green screen.
Shut up and let's get this over with.
Learn as you wish.
He's just ready to die. If he waited a little longer, he probably would have lived. Who knows? Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, so I guess I'll make this a 20-minute long video. And the next one will be a bit longer, because this is a very long intro. And he's dead. Well, after 10 to 20 seconds, then he's really dead. Well, if it was real life, at least. You are your brain. As long as your brain is alive, you are alive. And the sound. I can hear it.
Did you hear that?
They're all...
I said next prisoner.
Fine, I'll step up. Damn, I don't want to, though. I don't want to. There's blood all over that chopping block, and there's a body in the way. You expect me to lean over? Oh, I forgot I'm also using the realistic ragdolls and physics, or realistic ragdoll physics. I don't remember what it's called. Something to do with ragdoll physics, though. I'm using that mod as well. It looks a little bit better. Characters don't fly around and stuff. And there is a dragon. Hello, dragon. How are you? You just saved my life. Whoops. My timer just went off. Let's start that again real quick. Okay. Okay. Damn. Alright, I can move. It looks like everything's good. I forgot I am using Shadowplay. However, I am also using my external AVerMedia Game Capture HD2 at the same time, just in case Shadowplay messes up. And if Shadowplay... I don't know if it actually records Fraps or not. I forgot to mention that too. So it is possible that you don't see those Fraps numbers up in the top right corner. But if you do see a little weird thing at the bottom right corner, then that is because Shadowplay happened to mess up and I had to use my AVerMedia. Okay, there he is. Okay, I'll jump! I'll jump! I already know what to do. I don't need to really listen to him, but whatever. Down here, I think. And we'll stop Dragon Shadow. Dragon's up there. Hello, Dragon. And follow this guy. Yes, I am using realistic flame embers or whatever fire improvement graphics mod. I am not using ENB. I hated the way ENB looks. This game, as you can see, it's already bright enough in some areas. ENB basically just looks like it made it way too bright. I am, however, as you can see, it's probably a bit more colorful. I forgot to mention that. I am using a high saturation increase mod, so it's going to be kind of pretty in some areas. But once I get to Whiterun, that's where you're going to really notice some differences. Though Riverwood, you might see some differences as well. So go out here. Follow this Imperial. There's so much to do in this game. That's okay. I do like this game. Yes, I'm still mad at Bethesda for the release. I know I mention that a lot every once in a while. But on release, this game was extremely buggy. Oh, and here is a choice. I don't think it really matters who you choose to go with. But I usually go with the Imperial. I guess I'll just go with the Imperial this time. Again. Just because I don't think I've ever actually gone with the Stormcloaks at the beginning. And I'll try and remember to shut up during those loading scenes so I can cut them out. And, okay, Sounds of Skyrim. This is one of the mods. Enable and disable mods. Return to Skyrim. Enable, disable. Enable, 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 enable. I want to enable all of these because it's going to really, really help on packages. Okay, Sounds of Skyrim. The dungeon's configuration complete. You can rerun the configuration of at any time by typing start quest SOS config the dungeons in the console. Okay.
Was that really a drag?
Sounds of Skyrim, civilization, enable, disable, enable, enable. I forgot there are 3 of these things. Okay, and this is the 3rd one. They're all separate mods. You have to get them separately. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, my hands are bound. I know.
Come here. Let me see if I can get those bindings off.
She'll be able to. Imperials put me in them.
Take a look around.
Okay.
There should be plenty of gear to choose from. I'm going to see if I can find something for these burns.
I need to get... Oh, I forgot to look up... That's alright. I was going to look up...
One of these.
Something I forgot to look up, actually. Let's see. So let's take all this. I'm also using a lighter leather mod. I'm not sure what all it is supposed to affect. Let's take this sword if I can. There we go. And let's check items. Weapons, sword, and put on my armor. And let's go ahead and drop the rough skin tunic stuff. And yes, you can see silver ring left. I am using a mod so I can use rings on left and right hands. And whenever it's for left hand, it will say left. This will be added to enemies and other characters in the game. They can also use them as well. And you can get it as drops and everything. So there we go. Ready weapon. I have 2 weapons, 2 swords. Actually, you know what? Why am I using 2 swords? I want to use, I forgot. Let's go ahead, undo that. I forgot I have magic I can use, don't I? Let's use, how about sparks at this? No, let's use flames at the start. I'm not going to be, or healing actually is a good, no, screw it. I'll favorite healing. Yes, I know favorite. Did I just favorite? Okay, it is favorite. It didn't have a mark, so I wasn't sure. Oh, I guess it was probably covered up, that's why. So I guess I will use, I use sparks right now, because sparks, it does the same amount of damage, but it actually reduces their magic as well. And let's go ahead and equip that and take the gold. I know this game is really dark. The thing I forgot to look up was to add a ring to my inventory to actually have candlelight enabled at all times. I can equip and unequip that whenever I want. And I will be doing that eventually in this playthrough just because it's really, really dark in the dungeons. But I don't think I'll have to worry about that for a while. I'll try to do that by the time I get to the next recording session, though. Yeah. Fight time! Hi, I'm gonna kill you now. I also made it so I'm using a mod, so enemies won't annoy me by speaking too much, and I don't remember what difficulty setting I have this set to. I completely forgot about that. Settings is settings? Gameplay? Invert, why, yeah. Difficulty is at adept, I want to lower that. Let's set it to apprentice. Alright, now let's go ahead and loot them, see if there's anything good to take. And there is another mod that allows me to actually create some bags that I can wear. And those will actually increase the weight that I can carry. So that's going to be very helpful later on because I'm not going to be doing the thieving stuff. Just because that's annoying. It's time consuming and everything. And I don't really care to waste my time doing thieving and sneaking around and everything. Right. Rocks just fell. I haven't played an actual game on my computer in probably a month now, almost. I don't know. I was a lot, then I started playing RuneScape, as I mentioned in a video. And I was just playing that a lot and watching stuff, because, I don't know, I got used to watching stuff while my computer was dead, so I didn't really care to change my usual routine of what I do during the day. And there he is, dead. I also got to make sure my health doesn't get too low because enemies, unlike when this game originally released, take all, they can also use those instant kills. And let's go ahead, take all these potions because that's awesome. And it means I also need food stuff because food also helps. It heals, takes food, whoops, take food. I keep pressing B when I don't need to. Take salt. And even, yes, I forgot to mention another thing. I've been speaking a lot. Sorry. Another thing I forgot to mention. There is a lot of alchemy supplies because of the graphics mods I'm using. I will not be using those a whole lot at the start because alchemy will increase my level and I can easily unbalance. Oh, torture is on my side. Well, I couldn't tell who was on whose side. Whoops. Assistant. Let's take all that. And take all that. I don't know how much weight I'm actually carrying right now. And let's go ahead and actually adjust something here real quick. Is it powers? Yes, unread books glow settings. There we go. Let's do bright. And this is also another mod. It's actually pretty good. I suggest it. Oh yeah, it has a little cooldown. I forgot. Short cooldown so it doesn't glitch up, I guess. And there are two settings, even though there's 5 options here. So there's bright, medium, and dim. That is the brightness the books will glow. And then you can set it to make it so all books will glow, or only skill books. And I'm going to set it to only skill books. That way, I don't have to look around at every book I see in order to find a skill book. And looks like I found some stuff. That's awesome. And it does unequip itself after, so if you want to do a quick change, you can. I'm not using a lockpicking mod, even though there are some, so if you have trouble with lockpicking, you can use that, but lockpicking is easy enough. I don't really care to use that. Ooh, that's worth money I can actually use. Take all that. Unlock this. I am gonna be doing a lot of lockpicking in this game because it is a good, easy way of finding stuff to sell, and I'm gonna need stuff to sell. It's gonna suck that I won't have a house for a while. Let's unlock this. Whoops. Whoops, I screwed up already. This will get easier. I'll only have 3 of those left. I'm gonna have to be careful to, or try, to remember to actually buy as many lockpicks as I can. I forgot I could run too. And I gotta get candlelight as soon as possible. I'll make sure I buy candlelight before I use the actual the cheat thing that I'm gonna be doing to use that ring. The main reason I'm using the ring is so I don't have to constantly cast candlelight repeatedly. And actually, that is the end of this part. If you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to let me know with a comment, like, subscribe, or share. And if you enjoy the quality of the mic, everything that you've seen here so far, please let me know. I really want to know what you guys think of it so far. I will really appreciate the responses. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys on the next part or on some other video. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.